What's going on, Leo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a great week so far. So for those of you who are returning, what's good, Soul Tribe? I appreciate your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. You're keeping this guy coming back and keeping us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now what I'm going to be doing this week is a tarot card reading for the week of, where are we at? November 29th through December 5th. The time is flying. What's happening? And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it, because look at this new space. It's been cleansed. The gems are chilling. I mean, it's we're doing things just fresh for this Sagittarius season. So fresh that I bet you thought I was going to be pulling 15 cards. Well, you would be wrong. I'm pulling 10 cards because we are talking business. Yes, this is going to be a business spread. So if you're doing whether you're starting your own business, partnering up with someone, climbing that social ladder, we're just trying to make you a mogul, Leo. And I'll be pulling 10 cards and doing some clarification as needed, and pull a surprise card at the end, because who doesn't love a surprise card? And I'll explain what each of the cards represent along the way. And in case y'all were curious, I'm using a new deck too. It's the Astro Matrix Tarot deck. It's a modern version and very diverse version of the Rider White deck. So I really hope that you'll like that. I've been enjoying it so far. But without further ado, Higher Self. What is the first card? The first card is going to represent the current situation. So I was just going to jump in. Higher Self, what is the current situation for Leo in business right now? What is Leo working with right now? Okay. Eight of Cups in reverse. So with the Eight of Cups in reverse, I feel like we are looking to maybe something happened in the past. Maybe we've had some things that we thought were going to work, but either we had to do some adjusting or we had to let some things go. I mean, I don't think that I'm not feeling like maybe you had to let all of your stuff go or completely abandon your situation, but there was a hard lesson here, and I feel like we're getting ready we're in the process of learning from this situation here. Because with the Eight of Cups, it's like, normally with this upright, it's like, we're recognizing things that aren't serving us a purpose in life, and, we're keeping it moving, taking what resonates with us and continuing on our journey. But with it being reversed, I do feel like maybe we're clinging to some old ideals. And I will say with this, and we are going to get like maybe a touch of clarification on that, but I do feel like with this, if this is something that you're holding near and dear to your heart, this is fulfilling you, and it brings you joy. I will say it may not be a couple of things. Maybe we just need to come at it from a different approach. We're in a new season now. We're in the new moon phase right now, so you still got some time. Well, when this is being dropped, we're in it a little bit. But, this is about the time maybe seeing if things aren't working, where can we revamp stuff? Or and hang with me, worst case, maybe this is something we need to either put to the side, or we need to figure out a more effective way to instead of working this around your schedule, work your schedule around this, and then figure out, maybe that'll help you kind of provide a fresh perspective. But let's get look at that, Leo. We just started and we need some clarification. You an Aquarius, I tell you. But no, I'm kidding. We'll clarify all day if we need to. Let's do this thing. Higher Self, could you get a little bit of clarification on this situation? What is Leo letting go in this moment? Is this something with the business? Is this what's going on here? Just a touch more. Yeah, we need to let some stuff go. Because with the King of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups is, he's a cool guy, you know, as far as like he's very level-headed. He's throned on an ocean here, and he's got to keep he's a type that he sees he observes the feelings. You know, he's got air and he's got water in his chart. So he sees his feelings, observes them, and then takes that wisdom from and keeps it moving, because he's got a throne to sit on here. He can't get lost in, you know, when the tides are and waters are always shifting. So this is something I feel like this is going to not let this if we're feeling like we may have failed in some way, or if we feel like we could have, because things could always go better, Leo, but it's going to be one of those things that take it for the lesson that it is. You learn something from this, and you know, and know this might sound a little condescending, but you know, lick your wounds, and that's fine. They need that attention, because it hurts when something doesn't quite go our way. And then let's get back on the saddle. You know, don't let that dim your sunshine. You know, because we got great stuff that we're trying to do here. So let's move on from that. Let's see what the challenge is, Leo. Which yeah, let's see what the challenge is, because we're coming out hot. But let's, and I wouldn't expect anything less. Let's see what's going on for you, Leo. Yeah? Okay. Two of Swords in reverse. So normally with this Two of Swords for me, I know that this has, the Two of Swords, normally I feel like when I've heard other tarot readers kind of talk about this, it talks about like kind of like her fear and not being open to things. But really, now with her being reversed, that might be the case. But normally with her being upright, I feel like she's got a smile on her face, because I feel like she's finally trying to, she's trusting things outside of what she sees. You know, she's trusting what she feels in all of this. You know, and that's and this is the moon. This is the moon in Libra here. So it's about finding balance in all these. In all these feelings. So I feel like with this showing up in reversed, we just need to find a way to really just kind of be okay with this. To kind of, because you got a lot of water energy here. Well, minus Libra here. We started off with the, come on Libra. You had a lot of water energy here, but you know what? You got the moon in this card here. And so what I feel like that's needed for this situation is that we need to become more adaptable. We need to figure out a way to, when things don't go our way, to not have that reaction of, I'm a failure, this sucks, I'm not doing this again. You know, I take that as it resonates. You know, I don't know the severity of how you feel in this, but I do feel like it's something that just observe that. Just when you're in that state, feel that out. You know, really, let's not, you know, it's one thing, I was just going to say, let's get eyes on it, but she's blindfolded. Let's feel it out. Come on, Libra. Okay, but hopefully that made sense for you. I do feel like this is something that once you feel that out and really start to get the wisdom from here, there's going to be a solid lesson. But you know what? Let's get to the third card, because this is where we're going to find some assistance. Higher self, where can Leo find help in this? You know, this is something, how can Leo best deal with this situation right now? Yeah, because this is, I feel like our self-esteem is kind of low, is really what I'm kind of getting at right now, Leo, with this energy here. Yeah, Leo, this is, we're really doing some soul searching here, because the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups is really kind of what I was talking about here. Each of these streams let me put it right side up. Any of these streams down here are supposed to represent the 5 senses, and then this one is going to be your 6th sense. And I feel like this is coming into your 6th sense right here. We need to get to, or I feel like it'll help to get to a place of just opening yourself up more to, because maybe there were signs that this wasn't working, or that there need to be adjustments or things, and we ignored them, and it took things kind of blowing up and getting out of hand for you to learn this lesson. And so I feel like where we're going to find some assistance is learning to kind of really channel within, and to find those triggers, you know, those warning signs from higher self, to let you know, like, Leo, this is like, hey, like, I get you, you may have, this might be your method of learning, but it's like, is there an easier way we can go about this before because this is how you end up in a hanged man situation right here. This is a recipe right here. And I feel like for business, you got to be in this place where we're not reacting, where we're being, where we're able to keep a level head when things go left or right, that's really gonna be essential for this. I think I want to get a little clarification on the Ace of Cups, because right now it's just like you're getting feels all over the place, just like intuition. We need, because I feel like we're missing signs. Higher self, could I have clarification on the Ace of Cups, please? Let's see what's let's see where yeah, this is it. Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I feel like with this popping up, maybe now I feel like with so maybe we had some people who were might have had some opinions in this. Maybe they were like, Leo, you should do this thing, and you're like, no, I got this, it's fine. We were feeling very prideful. We were feeling like, you're a G, and you are one, but sometimes it is good to kind of heed other people's advice, because normally this Five of Swords is about like lifting people up, but I'm more so intuitively getting like how I say at the beginning, take what resonates with you and leave the rest with them. But I feel like when this popping up, I'm getting more of like maybe when people would come to you with advice, you'd shoot them down right away. It's like, no, you can't tell me nothing. I know best. Leo's the boss. Like, I got this. And they, these people here, they're looking they're looking a little despondent here. They're very defeated. It's just like, but Leo, we just want to help you. You're just like, get out of my face. Like, you don't, like, I don't want to say it's an ego thing, but it might have been an ego thing. Take that as it resonates. But I do feel like this is something that we just need to be maybe a little more receptive, because I feel like the universe is trying to, well, however you collect from the source, I feel like it's just trying to get your attention. Like, Leo, we just want your best interest at heart. That's all. That's really all. Now let's see let's get on to some long-term goals here, Leo. Higher self, what are some long-term goals for Leo? What is Leo looking forward to in this business aspect? Oops, hold up. Okay. No, that's not the one. Oh, there we go. Temperance in reverse. So, Leo, I feel like with the Temperance in reverse, I feel like it's kind of, I'm getting like a back to the drawing boards type of thing. I feel like we need to, and again, and it's not like saying scrap this, but I do feel like there's something that needs to be adjusted with what you're trying to manifest right now. Because for me, the Temperance card is, it is a card of, she's taking two different elements here, contradictory elements, and then we're producing this third thing here. But that's a delicate type of thing, this alchemy that she's doing. And I do feel like with this, we're gonna need a different approach. I feel like maybe we haven't quite find that balanced recipe of fire and water, at least in this scenario here. And yeah, you know what? We're gonna need a little clarification on that, because that's interesting. I do feel like I'm getting the thought that popped in my head was back to the drawing board, in the sense of like something needs to be revamped. Can we have clarification on the Temperance balance? That's the, come on, Leo. Leo, balance, Libra. Now, okay, thank you, Libra. now we're not mad at Libra. Not that we were ever mad. Stay with me. With the Justice card, this is not just a card of balance. I feel like this is also one of those things with long-term goals. I'm getting like be careful just with where, and this is not to scare you, but just for some, justice can deal with legal matters too. And what I say with that is that I don't want it to get to a place where we get into some trouble because we were trying to prove a point. Someone was trying to advise you for something, and you're gonna, your journey is your journey, but I feel like if any kind of way that we can sort of work with the energies more as opposed to, get these harder lessons, I'm with it, but go at it how you feel like you need to go at it, but make sure that we are finding some kind of balance in this. Or I feel like there's some adjustment that needs to take place with this, with the Justice card popping up. So this is definitely going to be a process for sure, but let's be receptive, Leo. There's going to, I feel like things are going to get to a place where you're going to be all right. Now, let's talk about some short-term goals here. Higher self, what are some short-term goals for Leo in this time? What is Leo looking to strive towards? Look at that, Two of Cups. Unity, peace. And I feel like, this, maybe this could be too, maybe we need something in this. We may just need a partner. This might be something, not that you can't handle this situation, but maybe there's someone who can ease this a little bit. Either in getting some, I feel like I'm getting like either getting some kind of advice, seeking an expert, but something that's going to help bring some unity to this situation here. Because the Two of Cups is a card of love, and I feel like with this thing, whatever happened here with with this business, with this project that you were starting, I feel like it was because we got a lot. You're feeling a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and I feel like this means a lot to you. And I feel like don't be afraid to ask for help. Let's not let our pride get in the way of our goal, because it's not, asking for help is not a weakness. This is realizing like, crap, okay, I'm not an expert in this area, or I'm lacking here. How can I, but I have these skills. Who would be a good complement for me? How can I make this work? Where can I, because that could be with this Justice too as well. Who, maybe it's not even like, how can I balance out? Who can help me kind of balance out this thing so that we can get you back on track, Leo? So that's, look at you. We're learning. Look at that. I like that, Leo. Now we're getting somewhere. This is good stuff. Now, you know what? While we're cooking, let's talk about your strengths here. Yeah, there we go, Leo. Now the story's we're starting to take a turn here. So higher self, what are some strengths that Leo's working with? What is it that Leo is, other than being the sun? Nice. Leo, that's dope. The Star card, yeah. Your strength it's one Star card for me is just a card of hope, because this is hope in the sense that like, because now we've connected back to the source. When I'm just talking about that, that's the Star card. It's about connecting, getting that information from the source, channeling that through. She's channeling that through this vase here, and then she's pouring her world. Look at that, building her ocean for just manifesting, and that is your strength. So maybe this thing obviously has got you out of whack, that it's into a place that that we've forgotten this strength. But hopefully with you seeing this, I feel like, however you connect the source, whether that be through meditation, maybe getting outside, however it is, really kind of tuning into that type of stuff, when you're getting those kind of signals from higher self. Because it may not even be something, I told Aquarius and I told Capricorn this, it's one of those things, it's not going to be, it may not always be like a Leo, you're getting ready to make it like this isn't the one. Leo, sometimes it's like, maybe your fingers twitch, maybe you hear bird noises. Well, you get what I'm saying. I'm not calling you crazy, but moving on. You get what I'm saying, though. Whatever makes your spidey sense tingling, there you go. If it got your spidey sense tingling, investigate that, because that could be higher self reaching out to you. Oh boy. Let's keep it moving, Leo. What are some higher self? What are some weaknesses? What are some strengths waiting to be discovered for Leo here? Let's see what's going on with. Let's see what's going on here with Leo. What are some weaknesses, higher self? And thank you for all this. King of Wands. Now with the King of Wands, look at this line up here. I feel like this is about tapping, reigniting that fire. You know, this is, I feel like for some, this has allowed us to let us think that our sun has dimmed, and that is not the case. Right now, this might have got you down. This might have been a loss, but look for the gain in all of this, because there's an awareness that is coming from this. See, it was your strength. We gotten you back in touch with your power here. And now it's time for you to sit on your throne and claim it again. Because not only do you got this line here, we got these Komodo dragons over there are sick. And this is one of those things that's your energy. It's sick. And oh, it's okay. But you see, oh, I was getting geeked up there, but you see what your energy does? That's what we need to tap back into. That's where this weakness, that's the strength waiting to be discovered. King of Wands. And this is about, he's got air and fire in his chart. You know, being aware of this stuff. And I say that, getting that awareness and then igniting that fire again. Remembering that ferocity that Leo has. And that's going to get you back on track. You know, we're going to get you'll have forgot that this even happened. You'll be able to look back and just kind of shrug this off from your throne like, psh, yeah, you know what? It happens. And it happens to the best of us, Leo. But that's the universe reminding you that you are the best. You just got to remember that. That's all. Let's talk about some, let's see what's to focus on right now. Higher self, what should Leo be focusing on now in the present moment? What is the focus for Leo at this time? Knight of Pentacles, getting back on that horse and going out and getting it. Absolutely. Because the Knight of Pentacles for me, he's the type, he's persistent. You know, he perseveres through this stuff. Because look at that, this is like a farmer guy. He's taking his idea and he's taking it to the city. He's trying to grow his pinnacle there. He's got air and, we got fire and we got earth in his chart. So he's taking that King of Wands energy and we're grounding it. We're bringing it. And if he's shot down, that's all right. We go back to the drawing board and then we tweak it. You know, we take that advice that people say, you know, if there's, you know, keep staying true to yourself. You know, I don't want to say that while we're looking, you know, while we're tweaking things. I want you to make sure that you don't lose yourself in this. But again, being open to what people have to say, because you never know. There's sometimes people just drop you nuggets just dropping on the ground, and that don't leave gold on the ground. Pick that pentacle up and make the most of that, and that's going to that's a great focus, because we're coming back to us. Look at Leo, there's a revitalization happening right now. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get now let's see where you should focus on, where your focus should be at in the future. What should Leo be focusing on in the future, higher self? What is, and thank you for this, higher self. This is good. I like this, Leo. Oops. All right. Seven of Cups in reverse. So, Seven of Cups in reverse. For me, the Seven of Cups is really kind of about being aware of our options and kind of being aware that you have free will in this. You know, I feel like when it's showing up in reverse, we're overwhelmed by the options. You know, we feel like we have to stick to either one thing or, how do I want to put this? That it's like it feels like, you know, if we can't achieve like our creative dream, then we have to stay within a certain type of box. And that's not the case here. You know, I feel like if you're going with your, you know what? I'm getting more with this. I'm really feeling a more kind of thinking outside of the box with this energy here. Normally with it being upright, you know, it's kind of like I would feel like you got all your options here. You know, you can pick this, you know, as long as you're going in and keeping up, you know, as long as if this is something that's resonating with you and what am I trying to say, Leo? Because it's not even about the definition of this card. Intuitively, what I'm getting is that don't keep yourself in a box with this. Let me just tell you what I'm feeling. Don't keep yourself in a box. Just because it didn't work out this go around doesn't mean that you have to go back to like the norm. You know, feel like you have to settle on in something less. You know, it's just one of those things that it may not have worked. Again, tweak it, try again. You know, come at it from a fresh perspective. Don't feel like that you don't deserve this. You know, that or whatever you were trying to pursue. Don't feel like you don't deserve it. Don't limit yourself, because that's really what I'm getting with the Seven of Cups here. Let's get a little clarification on that briefly. I want a little more clarification. Can we see as far as what should Leo be focusing on? In what ways can Leo kind of expand their options a little bit? Wow, interesting. Get it, the Chariot. That's my card, and this is me telling you to remember that you're a winner. And that's exactly what I was. Yeah, thank you, higher self, because this is one of those things that if you limit yourself, then you're limiting your victory here, because the Chariot is a card of victory, is a card of triumph. And this, when you realize that you have all the options out there, the world is your oyster, and whatever it is that you desire and that you want to build up from this, you know, and make yours and start this business, however this is looking in business for you, that's going to get you to where you're a winner. But we got to remember, don't limit ourselves, don't sell ourselves short. You know, that's a good focus. You know, making sure that Leo gets that sun, because look at that, the sun is clearing this sky out here. You are coming back confident, proud, because you found that balance with yourself, and you don't. That's what I'm talking about, Leo. Now let's see what opportunities are coming for you. That is what I'm talking about. Thank you, higher self, for that. Now what opportunities are coming in for Leo? What can Leo expect? Because now, yeah, Leo, I feel like a lesson. I hope this resonates with you. If this was something, yes, look at that. I know how that, no, and this is good. Nine of Swords in reverse. Because now the nightmare, I feel like this headspace that we're feeling in, this being off our game, that's coming to an end. Yes, Leo, we're just going back. Because that's not, yes, absolutely. Once you come back into yourself here, this is going to be a thing of the past. This is an ultimate lesson right here. Freedom from, honestly, kind of freedom from your mind, you know, because if we can get into this place where we make a prison around ourselves. Because if you look at this figure here, you know, they can't even sleep. You know, this has gotten to a place where it's like they're, even in their dreams, you know, they're in a graveyard. Everything is just awful. But we got it reverse, Leo. Look at that. We were reversed. It was like nothing but reverse, and like, man, we got so much to work on here. Now look at you. Look at you throwing a curveball. We're getting out of this. You know, I love it, Leo. I'm leaving it. So yeah, I hope that made sense, and hope that if we're going through this, I hope that resonated with you, because there's a winner coming out of this. So if you haven't already, let's do the YouTube thing. Subscribe, like, share, follow me on Facebook. And for a clear picture of yourself, and you know what, I did it with Aries, I'm gonna do it with you too, Leo. I got this 12-sided dice, and that's gonna decide what we check this week. You know, for a better picture of yourself, check your moon, check your rising. And this week we're already checking our moon. We're checking our Mercury. I'm gonna have to tweak that, Leo. But, and you know what? That's not a bad thing too, to know how you communicate in business, you know, because that's what Mercury represents. So this is, that might be a nice little strength for you there, Leo. Is that all I want to say before surprise card? I think so. Let's get your surprise card. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles upright. Now this for me is normally it's these two that are kind of like they're venturing in the cold. You know, they're going through some tough times right now. But that door is supposed to represent like that light, the hope at the end of the tunnel here. You know, so maybe we're kind of in this thing right now where things aren't looking so great. You know, we're in a tough spell. But remember that there's always hope. You showed me that. That's your strength. There's always hope, you know. So, you know, take care of yourself, get to handle your business, and then once you're back on track, get back on your chariot, get back on that horse, go out there and win it. Go start that thing, Leo. So, last thing there is something I'm forgetting. I started a brand new channel. It's called it's how funny. It's called The Chariot and Friends, and it's like it was a Cancer, like when I was thinking about it as a Cancer exclusive channel if you had in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or anywhere in your placement. But even Leo, if you just want to kick it with us, because you see, we love the company. So I talk, I do different spreads based off the moon phases. We're talking about when the shenanigans. Oh well, that's the Earth, but the shenanigans, the moons. You know what I mean. The shenanigans that the moon is up to. See, the moon's got me crazy right now. But yeah, go check that out as well. I included it in the description box below. But stay safe out there. Keep raising that vibration. Keep that confidence. And I will catch you on the next one later.